Hi, Debbie Lichter here with the Congruence Code and freefromfoodaddiction.com. And today we are talking about how to be free, how to get free from food addiction, from any self-sabotaging pattern. So let's dive in. And I'm going to share with you 3 keys that you can implement right away to really activate, get on that path of freedom for yourself. So the first key that we have here is to get honest. I know it sounds really, really simple, but getting honest and just getting real with what's happening right now is a great, big, huge step for a lot of us because it's so easy to live in distraction, to live in denial, to live in just, I've got everything else to do and everywhere else to be other than just be real with what is going on. And so the biggest gift that you can ask yourself right now is how I am managing my relationship with food, is how I'm managing my life, is how I'm managing my business, my relationships. Is this working? Is this working? And if it is working, then you're probably not watching this video because if you're watching this video, then the chances are you're sensing that there's something that isn't working about how you're doing it right now. And that first place that you want to get to, what really puts you on the path of freedom, is just simply getting honest about that without going down the rabbit hole of judgment, shame, blame, humiliation, any of that stuff. That does not belong here. We simply want to get curious and be objective and say, hey, how I am doing life working right now? So that's number 1. Number 2 is to not know. So I cannot tell you how many people I speak to every single week. The first thing they tell me is, I know what to do, I'm just not doing it, or I know what I'm supposed to do. And I totally relate to that because I was the same way. Health and fitness expert, had all this information, thought that I knew what I needed to do, and I was just too lazy or not disciplined or lacked the control to be able to do it. But here is the thing, is that what we don't know is actually this huge, huge opportunity for a new experience. See, everything that we know has brought us to where we are right now. For us to go any further, we need to actually be able to set it aside so that we can open ourselves up to a new experience. And here's what I found, is that what I didn't know and what I needed to learn lay outside of my mind. And so that's the other thing too. Einstein says no problem can be solved from the same consciousness that created it. And yet here we are trying to use our mind to fix our mind, and it doesn't work. So I could tell you right now that you will get on that path of freedom if you are willing to set aside what you think you know, open yourself up for a new experience, be willing to ask, be willing to be humble. And that brings me to number 3. So the third key that I want to share with you is to ask for help. You are not winning any awards by sitting there and trying to figure everything out on your own. And here's the thing too, is that I'll never forget, a friend of mine said, a fish doesn't know that it's wet. And I think that's so funny because isn't that so true? We are living in our own reality. And so we don't know, we can't tell, we don't see that we're living in a bunch of lies or delusions or in self-sabotaging patterns or in limited ways of thinking, because for us, it's just our reality. And so what's really helpful is not only getting the help of somebody who can give you that perspective, but also being able to stand on the shoulders of people who have already done it before you. People who already have what you're looking for. People who already have the freedom. People who have the step-by-step system. That is like going to save you so much time and so much energy that you don't have to figure it out on your own. And this is a really important thing. And I find that it is oftentimes the most challenging thing, especially if you are someone who is used to figuring everything out on your own. You are used to being the one in control. You're used to being the one that other people come to, and you are the resource. It's very, very challenging to be in that vulnerable place and to be the one to actually ask and say, hey, I don't know. I'm really open. I want to learn. But if you are able to harness that quality. That is the very quality that will ensure your success. I say that to every single person who I work with. The very quality that has them humbly come and say, I need help right now. The moment they dive in with both feet, I know that they actually have what it takes to have success. And as long as they're sitting there in their head, vacillating, trying to figure it out, trying to control, trying to see around what's in the corner, all this stuff, I'm like, you don't yet have what it takes to be free. So there you have it. It's super, super simple if you just can get honest with yourself about where you're at for right now without any judgment. You can stop knowing, set aside what you think you know, open yourself up for a new experience, and be willing to ask for some help. Ask for help from someone who you are inspired by what they have. If they have already done the thing that you want, that's really the person that you want to speak to. And I promise you, that will put you on the trajectory of freedom. And you do not have to wait a long time to be free. Here's the other thing that I want to share with you, is that freedom is not a destination. Freedom is a vibration. The moment you start making these small micro commitments and micro adjustments, you put yourself on the trajectory of freedom and you start to experience the results right away. That is the most rewarding aspect of all of this. So I hope that this inspired you. I hope that it gave you some motivation and some desire and some inspiration to want to get on that path for yourself too, because here's the thing, is that freedom truly is possible. You don't have to just be always dealing with it or always manage it or think that you're just going to get things under control, but then you're always going to have to be thinking about it. That's not free. You can have true freedom. So I would love to hear from you which of these 3 tools you found the most valuable, and if there is a tool that you have found has really been helpful for you in gaining more access to freedom on your path, please do share that in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody who you think also could use this message, and definitely subscribe. I will be sharing another fresh new video with you next Wednesday. I will see you there. Bye for now.